saw the movie for the first time last night with an audience.
Yeah.
And I was really happy. When I go into a cinema and gather with strangers and sit back and go for a ride, you know, I love movies, and this, you know, I was really happy. They were very, very vocal in all their responses, and I just was, you know, you know, in a way, you make movies for yourself as an audience, and you always remember those experiences that really blew you away in the cinema. And you know, I hope we've got close to that.
I was talking to Luc Besson yesterday, randomly, and he remembered he was shooting a film when The Road Warrior came out, I think, or the first. I can't remember if it was the first Mad Max or the second, but he remembered going to the cinema and seeing this and being like, just so blown away. And I think it's so influential on so many films. But in terms of the original guy to come up with the idea and realize it so well, George is, as they say in the trailer, a mastermind.
He is.
Yeah.
And such a
Makes him
nice
sound
guy.
evil though, calling him a mastermind.
Evil.
Yeah, that makes him sound like an odd
yeah,
warlord.
He's a really good mastermind.
Yeah, he's a really friendly, kind, like
He's
genuine,
so
nice guy.
nice,
He is.
so sweet and unassuming.
He's next door. Don't say too
and
many nice
humble.
things about him. He'll
He's
hear
horrible.
us. Yeah.
Terrible.
It's funny because, as you know, he's one of the sweetest, like most softly spoken people in the world. So to see this, you know, we'd have days when we'd have like 50, I don't know, however many vehicles, all fired up on the starting line. This in the desert, you'd have all these actors and stunt guys all like G'd up, ready to go, like, you know, yeah, exactly, like we're going into battle, so everyone's like hyped up and adrenaline's pumping, you're like, oh, here we go. And George would kind of potter around and he'd be like, okay, Nick, so up until this point you've done these things, and then, you know, this is what you want to do here, and you'd be like, okay, brilliant, yeah, go, and then he'd be like, okay, have fun, good, and it was really sweet. He has a lot of time for everything, and just his fascination with, you know, one of the girls could come in with a slightly different hairdo, and he'd be like, oh, you've like plaited this or done that, and he'd be like, how'd you do that? And then be completely enamored with that for a few minutes, and then someone like the first AD, PJ, would have to be like, oh, George, we have to shoot the movie now, and we can talk about the hair maybe later or something.
Well, first of all, we don't defy the laws of physics. There are no flying humans or spacecraft.
Yeah.
So it's crazy if you're wrecking cars, you know, so real people, real vehicles, real desert, real events, and you can feel it in the, you know, the grittiness. It was like we were really there,
Yeah.
and you can see it on the skin of the actors, and you're trying to make something immersive for the time you're in the cinema. That's what you're trying to achieve. And I don't know that there's another way to do these movies. If it was a CG movie, it would look way too fake.
Yeah, you would feel it when you're watching it.
I think so.
And
yeah.
I imagine film itself must have changed within the last 30 years of doing the last Mad Max movie. And a lot of technology too, where there are plenty of things you could do now that you could not have done back then.
Absolutely. That's you're spot on. Cameras, digital cameras, the difference is huge because you can put them anywhere.
Yeah.
And even if you smash them, they're not that expensive as they were before. You can keep people much safer. You can put the actors, when you see Max hanging upside down between the wheels of a big war rig, inches off the ground, that's Tom Hardy. He's just got harnesses on him. Not harnesses, but cables, which we could erase digitally.
Wow.
We couldn't do that back in the day. You can see what you're doing instantly. You've got amazing machines like the Edge, which is a vehicle with a crane arm. You can put the camera anywhere and move it. It's like being in a real life video game. I'm in the car there with the. The technology. You can erase tracks from your previous takes. You can do so much that you couldn't do before, and mainly to keep people safe.